You can watch live at AlanCoxShow.com, and of course you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app. If you do that from out of state, tell me where, and I'll be happy to give you a pin on the map. Jason listens in Eagle Mountain, Utah. Vicky is in Brooklyn, New York. Andrew is in Chicago. Steve is in the middle of nowhere in Humboldt County, California. He sent me a picture of the shack that he and his girlfriend and dog are living in while they work on an herb farm. And then I heard from Adam, who listens in Lexington, Kentucky. He said, I work at Transylvania University in Lexington, Kentucky, where they are...
it's a night school.
The werewolves.
It is a night school.
That's
right. Yep. And so he said, P.S., call Erika. We all miss her. Oh, how about that? They all miss you.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Adam from...
Why you set me up for some hate mail or something?
Why would I call you and read hate mail to you?
I don't know.
She was on the show too long. Erika goes, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be a hate mail correspondent now.
If I learned anything of 10 years of ACS, it's trust no one.
Wow, I'm so glad that I instilled that in you. Yeah, he goes, call Erika, we all miss her. And I go, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing?
Well, I am in bed today, but yesterday I was out in public.
You know, I was going to say, to some degree, the world has really come around to your way of life, hasn't it?
Honestly, it's really kind of been an eye-opener for me because it's like, or actually maybe for everybody else, because what you guys are experiencing now is what I've been experiencing the last 2 years, but by myself, and then the world continued on without me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I'm totally used to this. Like, this is my vibe. I'm like, no one can go out and do anything? Perfect.
No more FOMO.
So do you ever, just to fit in, do you ever scream at Ian in the house that you're not going to wear your mask because of liberty and tyranny?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he can't take away my rights. You know?
Right.
I got privileges in this household.
And she's got coffee cups that say so.
Look at my liberty cups.
I got to tell you, though, instantly when the masks were, like, starting to become a thing, I thought to myself, oh, man, I'm going to be one of those mask police people, aren't I? Because, like, I literally have to be careful. And so instead of doing that, I just am home. Because I don't want to, like, tell people. I don't want to get in those Karen arguments. Like, it's not for me.
Well, and this might be a really stupid question, not my first, not my last, and I may have asked it of you before, but you are in a high-risk group?
Yeah, so we all know I have POTS syndrome, but basically, like, you get POTS because you have something that triggers it, right? It's a symptom, not a disease of itself. So we've been up and down and all around, and at this point, we know that my immune system is compromised based on some tests that we've had done where I had, like, you're supposed to have, like, a certain number of killer cells, and it's supposed to be in the thousands, and mine were, like, in the double digits.
Right.
So we know that there's a compromisation, if that's a word, probably not, of my immune system, but we just don't know exactly if it's multiple things, if it's one thing. So my doctors have kind of just been like, yeah, you need to lay low. And if you do go out, I'm the person wearing the N95 to the grocery store, or if I am wearing my fancy masks, I have to have all the filters and whatnot in it. And I'm following the 6 feet apart thing. You know, I'm not getting close to anyone. So you
got the hazmat suit on when you're going out.
Yeah, and you know, one of the symptoms I've been having this year, I've had periodic fevers, but it's not it's not COVID. So can you imagine if I'm getting a fever like every couple months, I automatically think I have it right away, and I'm like, oh, here go hell come, you know?
Right.
I'm thinking I can't not think the worst, you know, every single time.
Right.
I can't trust a fever, you know?
Yeah.
So fortunately, I haven't had one in a few weeks, so I haven't had any of those. Oh, do I have it? Do I need to do something about this right now? But
what could you do, though?
A lot of people can't trust a fart. Erika can't trust a fever.
Hey,
can't trust a fever.
Have you tried oleander?
Extract of oleander, has that worked well for you?
Poison.
No.
Oh. Well, don't.
I did think of Bill this morning, though, because I had a migraine yesterday, and I woke up this morning and my right eye was twitching, and I thought about Bill's sty that he had, forever.
Yeah.
Or him partially going blind.
What?
It keeps coming back. It's gross.
He partially went blonde. What?
Blind.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that day on the show. He's like, I can't, hold on, everyone. I can't see out of my
Yeah,
house.
right.
Yeah.
Hold on, my
you were
eye
talking
doesn't.
about Ian losing his job, and I was like, well, you think that's bad?
Yeah.
And then Alan's like, everybody, you want to go home? And then I spent the night in the hospital. I got a whole bit about it.
He was unemployed. You were unemployed. I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday you were out. Today, I'm assuming, is a bad day, and you're not just in for shrimps and giggles.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that gets migraines, like pretty much, if the day you get a migraine, you're pretty much shut down. And then the next day, it's like a migraine hangover where you're like sensitive to light. You feel like you haven't been you're like a caveman that has just been unearthed, like, you know, centuries later.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be fine the next day. But yeah, I got a weird eye twitch and I feel a little like something happened to me yesterday. But,
Okay.
you know, every once in a while I get out, I go to the lake, you know, I try to soak in some peace. I, you know, have been known to go to a TJ Maxx or Marshall if my body allows.
It's like Thunderdome in those places now.
You know what's crazy? It is literally post-apocalyptic in there.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to them, but like their stock, they don't have anything. It's like people rummage the store. I'm like, oh wait, was there a riot here? Nope, they just don't have anything.
Anytime you walk in there, you'll see people working there carefully hanging things on racks and placing them. I just want to look at them and go, what are you, I know they're paying you. What are you doing this for? Like 30 seconds from now, they're just going to get torn through like Tasmanian devils were let loose in this store.
just running out the clock.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it used to be like a few months ago before all this, they would look stressed AF unpacking those boxes, trying to get them out before everyone was walking into the building. But there's still a line out the door. People still want to shop the pick-it-over stuff.
They got a button on their vest that says, ask me about my continual migraines. And then you ask them and they go, oh, you're a Bill Squire fan. Okay, cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
listen, Adam in Lexington said to call you, and so I did.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more business as usual here. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be a day where I call you guys up and I'm like, guess what? I'm cured. Like, life's great. You
Right.
know, F you guys, I'm doing well. Like, I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I'm learning to adapt to this new life. I'm doing some home blogging, you know, decorative pillows and whatnot.
Yeah.
Tasting ice cream.
Tasting ice cream. I did have Cody over.
Oh, yeah, really? You were going over for an ice cream tasting?
I did, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Some ice creams together.
Wow. And what was your favorite? What were these ice creams?
Oh, Cody, what was the one that won? Do you remember?
It was like a chocolate something. Chocolate
Yeah, we tried.
peanut butter.
You guys really out there, huh?
I was going to say,
Chocolate.
yeah.
No, because it was.
He's really breaking the fourth wall there. It was chocolate something. I don't
It was
know.
like vegan ice cream, right?
No, it's keto ice cream.
Keto
'Cause I've
ice cream.
gone back
He
to
doesn't know what the hell he had. Chocolate something. It was vegan. She's
I
like,
it was
no.
free. I
to
don't know.
visit.
Yeah.
I went over there to visit, and she's just like, "Hey, we're doing ice cream for like my YouTube page." I'm like, "All right, do I get to eat the ice cream?" She's like, "You get to taste it." I'm like, "Okay."
Wow. Okay.
in my freezer right now because if I can't be of any help on this phone call, I'm at least going to give people a good tasting, healthy ice cream.
Okay. This will help
enlighten-
Mary. Okay.
Are you on keto, Mary?
No, I can't. It's not vegan.
Oh, it's not. It's just
no, that's
keto.
Cody had it mixed
Oh,
up. No,
okay.
no, no, no,
'Cause
no.
I don't know
I'm on
anything.
keto.
Bill's
Go ahead.
on
Yes,
keto, though. Yeah.
COVID.
Bill's on COVID.
It's the Enlightened Keto Collection chocolate peanut butter.
That was it.
Ooh.
That was it.
That does sound good.
Yeah, she just said it. That he co-signs.
It was-
Yeah, that was
Because
it.
she had 3. We picked our favorite.
Where do you get it?
All chocolate peanut butter ice cream. That was the point. We were rating the best one.
And he couldn't remember what the flavor was.
It's after the fact, and she's like, that was the whole point of you being here.
Yeah. All 3 of them were the same flavor, and you couldn't remember what it was.
Yes.
Where do you get those at?
I think that one I got from Whole Foods, I want to say.
Well, I hope you've learned your lesson to never invite Poundcake over for another ice cream tasting.
I did what I was supposed to do. I tasted, and I marked
and
which one
let
was
me
my favorite.
Tell you, he is okay. I'm just like, can we just film this really quick for my YouTube channel? Like, be really fun. Like, I'm feeling good today. Let's try some ice creams. This one gave me the business, man. Like, oh my god, I gotta have a different shirt to put on.
I really did.
Gave him a new
Well,
shirt.
but if he's on camera, listen, we're on camera every day. I don't like it, but, I've given up.
Because she's pretty. No one, she doesn't look sick. I'm the one that looks sick, and I'm healthy.
Yeah, you,
So,
What's
yeah, I
wrong
had
with
to
that guy?
change.
right.
Them's the breaks, man. Them's the breaks. There's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, I mean, he was nonplussed about trying ice creams with me. I'm like, look at me. I'm upright and I'm doing something with you. Let's pretend to be excited about it.
Yeah. He's like, can't we do something else?
We just watch TV.
Let's just lay down.
He just comes over, brings me food, and just gives me the hot goss. Like, that's pretty much...
Hot goss. On the Kennedy grandchildren, I assume?
Oh, yes, obviously.
Yeah,
that
sure.
And his, sexcapades as usual.
Oh,
still
God.
Still unsolicited.
Of course they're unsolicited. Nobody cares. We're not soliciting them. Where can people who want to engage with you hit you up?
I'm still doing my blog page, Peony and Honey, the flower and the honey.
Okay.
And, I mean... If you're interested in home decor stuff, you can follow me there. If you're not, I promise you there will be nothing for you. But, if you're interested in that kind of thing, that's what I'm doing these days. And
let me ask you this. Can I buy any? Will you sell me a flower crown mask?
You know what? I'm not making any masks. I'm trusting the professionals with the mask making. But there's probably some flower crowns somewhere on there. Who knows?
I'm going to put, I assume that's going to make you one of probably 5 people in the United States who are not currently making masks.
Yeah, you know what? I just it's just not for me. Like, I can't get behind a health crisis to profit off of personally. Just doesn't feel right.
You're no Mike Lindell.
It's funny to me that we didn't have enough masks for healthcare providers for like months. And then all of a sudden, everyone has a designer mask that they're selling. And it's like, well, where were you people at months ago when we needed masks for people?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I won't go down that whole road. But obviously, you have a different perspective when you're going through a health crisis and a pandemic happens because, you just have to be more protective of yourself. And I understand the people that are out there healthy, and if they get COVID, it probably won't be as big of a deal for them as it is for someone like me. But I have to care. I don't have the luxury of being like, oh, who cares if I get it,
Right, so you're saying that people should wear a mask because it could infect other people, and you should care about other people and not just yourself?
Pretty much.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get all weird and crazy on this thing.
So wearing a mask doesn't make me a pussy. It makes me someone that is concerned about the health of other people because they might not have the same type of immune system that I have.
Makes you a liberal cock, Bill. You're a liberal cock.
It makes me a sheep. Yes.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, this year has just made me a savage, man. I have to actively stop myself from just, ripping people new a-holes all the time. Like, I have to, because I try to put it in perspective, not everybody has the same life situation as I have, so they're coming from a different angle, but man, it's really easy to want to just tear into people this year.
And by the way, easy? Wearing a mask.
Not only that, but who wouldn't want a new a-hole? I've been using the same one for 49 years.
Time for an update.
Yes, a-hole 2.0.
Yeah, she's a great follow on Twitter.
That's right. Try something else out for a change. That's your tagline right there. It's perfect. Okay, good.
For my next business venture, I will put that one in my back pocket.
Erika's a-holes. Okay, good. Well, we're glad that you're living.
Yeah.
Alan, master consoler.
I like to check in on people. I never have any clue as to how to say anything about it. But listen.
You kill celebrities all the time. You say they're dead when they're not.
Right.
I can confirm I am alive.
Right. Well, and I know that you're alive. I hadn't checked in with you for a while, so yeah. Okay.
It's all good. It's a new path now. Whatever that ends up, fantastic. I'm hoping at some point I'll get to a good spot where I can join the radio waves again, and have a different take on things than I had before. But for now, I'm just decorating things.
All right. Well, that's all you can do, right?
Yeah, you do what you can.
Yeah.
But I miss you guys so much.
Miss you too.
I'm super happy you guys are doing so well.
All right. Well, enjoy every sandwich and every keto ice cream.
I will indeed.
All right.
Treasure every sunset.
Treasure every sunset. Right. Okay. We'll talk to you again.